Here we go. It's a little cemetery back here. I came upon this when I was a child riding bikes on Fort Knox. It's a somber place. Of course, quiet like most cemeteries. Nice place too. I didn't get a reading of this stuff. Not even on the cemetery. I think it's worthy of national shrine status it achieved since I last visited. That's nice. Check this out. Wonder if it says the same on the other side since the sun is so bright. Here we go. It says historic Fort Knox Post Cemetery. St. Patrick's Parish Church and Cemetery occupied this site from 1831 until 1899. The church was relocated to Stifton in 1899. When the Post Cemetery was established in 1920, the stones from the foundation of the old St. Patrick's Church were used to build the small caretaker house and cemetery walls. The first grave in the Post Cemetery was that of Gerald Collins, a dependent child, in April 1920. The first soldier buried was Norman Curry in June 1921. The Armor Center Commander Major General Hugh J. Gaffey, killed in an airplane crash at Fort Knox, was buried here in June 1946. German and Italian prisoners of war who died at Fort Knox during World War II were buried in a special section of the cemetery. Construction projects made it necessary to relocate the Reuben Jones and Pearson family cemeteries to this area in 1957. Is that the same as it says on this side? Yep, same one. And quite a sight, huh? Beautiful. Sad. And these are 1930 to 1971. There you have one 1875 to 1941. 1916 to 2014, so they were still actively interring people here even as recently as 6 years ago. Beautiful, quiet area. Then here you have this sign, St. Patrick's, because this whole area was civilian before it was taken over to become a post. I can take you to the traffic circle out there and it'll tell you about it. I'll put that up too sometime. St. Patrick's Cemetery. The old section used by St. Patrick's Church from 1831 until 1918 when the government acquired the church in Stifton, now used as the post chapel. And then by St. Bridget's Church in Vine Grove until circa 1865. At the east end of the cemetery, this section is an active cemetery for St. Christopher's Church in Radcliffe. Wow, okay, that explains. Okay, and that is the east end, because we were facing, yeah. Children's section near the center of the old section. The children's section is used by the Army for dependents of military personnel. These infant burials lie within the foundation of the St. Patrick's Church. Oh, wow. A stone building that existed from the 1840s to 1900 when it was replaced by the brick church in Stifton, now used as the post chapel. The stones from the dismantled church were used to build the fence around the post cemetery across the road. How about that? Beautiful. And these graves go back too in this public section where it was Stifton. There we have born in the 1850s, died in the 1930s. Wow, they got a big old sign of floral regulations too, huh? It is very quiet up here. Fresh cut flowers, maybe a place fair floral. Looking back this way, here's another nice site. I can get a screen grab of some of this. It's like that, and then maybe, yeah, it is a beautiful area. It's a beautiful day, beautiful country. I got that cigarette butt. I need to get me a gimbal. I wonder how good EIS is now, that electronic image stabilization. You can get a really good camera for like $200 now. I mean, it won't be 800 GoPro, Hero, all that, but it'll be significantly more than the $200 you pay for it. You get a lot of features. Harry McNamara, Jr., Pennsylvania, Colonel, U.S. Army, World War II, Korea, September 24th, 1917 to March 10th, 1969. Wow. He only lived to be like 51 or 52. 51 and a half. Like you say that at the end of your life, right? So young though, dude. 69. Yeah. Beautiful area. I don't know what else you say when you're in such a place. I don't know what this is. This for the lane of flowers that they were describing? Go in and see, huh? Oh, it's open for both ends. How nice. Trash can. Light. What do we have here? We have Master Sergeant Ernest R. Kuma, Medal of Honor. Some people from along, what's that say? Volkstrauertag observance. 9th of November, 1972. And here that is. So this has been here. Well, they said this is the original. And here it is even further ago. There's no date or anything on this. And then we have Major General Hugh J. Gaffey right here. Commanding General Fort Knox, 1 September 45 to 16 June. It's a tough dude there. Looks like made in the same cloth as Patton, huh? Tuskegee Airman, Colonel Eugene F. Tyree. I wonder if these are people that are resting here. Wow. Beautiful, look at the... Nice, huh? There's like a loft up there with vent. No, it's just a vent. There's so many places. You can go out on Fort Knox and I'll go fishing. And you got these practice fields for tanks out there. And it's nothing but turned up red Kentucky Crider clay. The whole thing, as far as you can see, nothing but clay. And then there's a little ride of grass and a little fence around it, maybe like 20 feet by 20 feet in the middle of all of that. That's a cemetery from before, I'm assuming it was Fort Knox. I don't think anybody would have a service out there after they turned it into a practice area. So they do even observe those in the middle of like tank maneuvering. Don't fuck with that little cemetery. Anyways, that concludes that impromptu visit. Wow, is that an old cedar tree, dude? Come on. Or is that a juniper? That dude is old, though. Those are the trees, when they're small enough, they're almost like little thickets impeding your progress when you're like hiking or deer hunting. Anyways, gotta go. Thanks for listening.